Carlos is kicking it off for Dessau right now. And that's a kick right there.
Yeah, that's what a lot of teams are going to these days, the kickoff down into the corner, and you automatically put the other team on defensive.
Gotcha.
In soccer, you obviously want the ball as much as you possibly can, but on these throw-ins, the percentage of times that you actually keep possession is relatively low. So if you can put them down in a corner and then win it right back from them, it seems like it's worked out for them here. They've got possession in the other team's half, and they're looking to control before they go forward again. It's a good ball up to Dessau's number 9. Fought for it, almost got there. Defender for Westview did a good job to block them off there, and we'll see what Westview's going to do with their goal kicks.
Let's see.
Good ball out.
And
that's good there from number 10 on Dessau. Win possession and send it back. Now we got a transition for Westview. Good first touch, almost got through.
That's what kind of you're looking for, like a one-touch, like touch and go, as opposed to the dribbling and the fancy feet that some of them like to get caught up doing.
Well, the most important touch is the first one, and if you can keep the ball close to you whenever it's coming in from a long way away, that good soft first touch, it allows for you to do the dribble or the pass next. But these passes that we're having there, you see that one first touch just got away. They tried to keep possession, didn't quite come out. So if anybody on a team touch is off, you can have 4 or 5 passes and then it kind of come to nothing there. Everybody's got to be on their game when the ball comes to them.
Right.
Throw for Dessau. Is he going to get there? Oh, the defender needed to play it out. Dessau's on the attack, close to the box. Good defensive plays from Westview there, and we're on a break. Is he going to find him? Oh, just behind him.
Saw him looking. It was like he was waiting. The offense wasn't getting there fast enough.
Yeah, he had a good runner going through, and the ball was just behind him. Oh, a good shot on goal. Oh, it took an early bounce. The goalkeeper didn't expect it to drop that fast. What a shot.
And here we go. There it is. Looks like it's about 15 yards out. And, yep.
Let's see. That is...
Yeah, I don't think, like you said, I don't think the goalie was expecting that bounce that came in. And
that looked like number 12 from Dessau.
Number 12, that's Carlos.
I hope we get him right there. We're looking at the tape on the hand. He hit a great shot. It's a different game now. We got a 1-0 lead, and Westview has to go and counter.
Yeah.
And they're right away, first fine ball in. Here's the chance. Is he going to finish? He's got the left foot. Oh, he's got to cut it back. Oh. But that's what Westview needs to do there. You take a goal. You can't drop your heads. They got fired up, went down the side.
Yeah,
good chance on goal.
They went on attack mode quick. That was a quick transition.
All right, this is the first goal kick for Dessau, and they're also going to go long. That's going to be difficult with that number 15 for Westview there. He is very big.
Yeah, he's definitely tall, right in the middle.
It's going to be hard for them to beat him on those long balls like that. Let's see what they do at the next time.
So someone that height, do you personally utilize someone that height like that in the middle? Do you prefer?
Well, it depends on their other skills too, but if you can build a spine, a defensive spine in the middle of the field with a player who has that kind of range and what I like to call sphere of influence, and then the touches that he's showing off here, he looks like he came to play today.
Yeah.
Then you definitely, I think putting him in the middle is an option.
I think he heard Coach Ford was going to be watching.
Got some odd bounces on the ball. Let's see which way they break and who can deal with them. And Dessau's got the break on. Oh, nice idea on the flick forward. Number 10 is in the box. He put a guy on his back. And it's just wide. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I think I was holding on to it. It was the nervous. There it is. Yep.
It's a great cut in from the left onto his right foot so he can get a shot. It just didn't quite curve for him. Got big ball out. Westview's fighting through. Where's it gonna go? Oh, nice ball. We're connecting. Can we get a shot off? Oh, what nice 1-2 passes. Oh, just quite couldn't get enough wrapped around the shot. Good save from the keeper, who plays out quick. But Westview's going to get a chance to come back. That was the best combination play we've seen from Westview so far today.
Yeah,
looking for each other. Almost found the breakthrough.
And
we got a late foul. Number 6 seems to be okay. Smarting from it a little bit, but he should be okay. And we're gonna have our goalkeeper send it forward.
And there's Diego to get the stop again. Like you said, it's gonna be hard getting it out of the middle with him in the.
That's good controlled play from Dessau to win the ball in the midfield and find the open man and move forward. But Westview's got it back. They're making the break. Is he going to find the runner this time? Oh, good defensive tackle from Dessau. Get the ball wide. Oh, is he going to find number 9? He's got him on the run. Oh, way to cut off the play.
And that's what you're looking for there. Break up the play, get it out of bounds, give your defense time to set up all the things.
Yeah, absolutely. A defender's first job is to defend. The second job is to try to keep the ball, and then hopefully the third one is to go forward. But you can't forget about the first job. Get it out as quick as you can and give your team a chance to set up. And it looks like there's a chance that was going to be a game's first corner kick, but we're going to go for defense works. They got set, and
Diego's kicking it out again.
There he goes. He's putting him to work today. Good combination play there, and is he going to get there? Oh, way to cut it off. Oh, and he's got him stuck. Ball in, right idea, just didn't quite get there. And let's get it sorted out. Defense. Dessau has a chance to break. Turn forward, there you go, you've got your runner. Oh, that is such a great ball and such a good run. Number 7 has a chance to score. Oh, and he puts it right in.
Right in the corner.
That really was a fantastic goal. Patience.
Right here, take a look. Goes there, right there. You stop just
ball.
enough. Yep.
He almost puts this wide, gets his defender to jump, has the keeper frozen, puts it in the far corner. That's unstoppable.
Nice put in by Oliver.
So now Westview's going to try and needs to find a way to keep the ball for a minute. And you take another goal like that, you need to get some confidence, and having the ball and connecting some passes is the best way to do that. Oh, good stuff from number 12. Beat the first, beat the second, the third guy gets him. And Westview's on the break. 50-50, who's going to get that one?
And
we've got the Connally coach brain trust across the way from us there.
They're sizing him up.
Great dribble here. He's still going. Is he going to look to get a shot off or get the cross? Good cross in. Oh no, now Dessau's on the break. That is a lot of speed from number 8 there.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. Brian Rocha, has some wheels on him for sure.
We recently went through our schedule making process and had our rosters for next year's soccer class as, oh, what a combination. And number 7 again.
And here we go, we can see.
He makes the cut through, ball comes through, first time finish, he gets his toe on it. Goalkeeper doesn't really have a lot of a chance there with the one-touch finish.
Yeah, that was
stuff for him.
Yep, and Oliver again, second score for Oliver. So you were saying you got your schedules.
Yes, so the names that we're calling out here, I haven't had a chance to dictate to memory. But I know that we're taking about 8 players from both teams for next year's freshman class at Connally. Each year, our soccer class has somewhere between 150 and 200 students sign up for it, and we take as many as we can. But with the freshmen, with 50 to 60 of them requesting to be in soccer, unfortunately we don't have the space for that, for all of those players, and so we have to have recommendations from the players, coaches, for them to come in, and got about 8 per to join our soccer class with the other 50 or so that are already going to be in there from the junior sophomores.
Wow.
So on. So I'm really excited to see these guys play and put some skills to the names and faces to the names. Westview with a
Norland.
He almost got through there. That was good from Dessau's other players to defend in numbers. He almost made it happen. It took 3 of them to stop him there. Good 50-50 challenges there from the boys.
Yeah, I know your class usually has a waiting list. and to get in your class. That's what happens when you go to the playoffs year after year.
Well, we're in a nice area where a bunch of the kids really want to play.
Yeah.
And we're really fortunate to have what we can't call a problem, but our situation.
Right.
It's definitely not a problem to have this much interest and to have these many players. And we just have to find a way to get them all on the field. Diego there with a good long-range shot. He's doing everything he can to make it happen.
Oh, for sure. He's on both sides of the field.
So this is one of those situations we were talking about where Westview now with 3-goal deficit, it looks like, it can look like that this early in the game that it's a hard hole to crawl out of. And how are we going to find a way to do it? Well, you got to know that momentum's got to change, and you got to take advantage of it when it does. Let's see what Westview can do here.
Diego again with stop. They're struggling to get it past that.
Oh, and there it was. Oh, and the shot and a save off the post.
Wow. There it is.
That was a great shot from outside. It just hits the inside of the post on the upper 90.
Yeah.
It could have went anywhere. It comes back to the Westview player who can almost put it in. But here's our chance on the corner. And now we're going to call this one a goal kick. Keeper got up to it. He goes to play short. Let's see if Westview can win it back. Oh, good turn from number 9 there.
Santi and Diego both going after it.
Way to shepherd that thing out. Let's see if we can pick up our players. Good header up in the air. And if we can get it clear. Number 7 with the stop, finds the man in the middle. He continues his run on. Oh, it was almost there. It was a good defensive stop.
Norland with the stop and.
Oh, great job. He's got his run. Is he going to take the shot or hold it? He had opportunities there to pass. It's hard not to tell a kid to shoot when he's got an opportunity to.
Yeah.
Especially once you saw the shot rattle the woodwork just a minute ago. Little confusion there between the Westview players as to who was going to step for that. It works out, and they're on the break. We're going to find the right pass. That is the right kind of ball you want there, and then we can get it in. And he hits a shot. Oh, it's off the post again. How unlucky is that?
Wow, 2 post shots back to back. Wow.
You look at the score, and it looks lopsided, but this game could easily be 3-2 and really close.
Absolutely. That was 2 unfortunate kicks right there. Maybe that's the momentum that Westview needs to, like, okay, we're taking decent shots on goal. Let's just fine-tune it. Let's zone in right here and get it in.
Yeah, the main thing you can't do here is whenever you have you hit the post and it's like, oh man, it could have done anything. It's just to not let your head drop. Like, don't think about what could have been. Think about what we're going to make it next time.
Right. And that's what that situation right there is kind of what you're looking for, to bring it back out, set it up, get. Is it the changing directions of the field, changing sides?
The more you can make the other team run, the better. So when you can play the ball side to side, there's another shot there.
By Diego, and right to the keeper's hands.
Yeah, that's another one that's kind of far out, but they've definitely have turned the momentum here. They just need to keep the passes close. I think it's going to take either something very special or something a little closer in to beat this goalkeeper today. And there's the combination play that we're talking about. And it's hard not to take that shot too. That ball's rolling right for him. He gets a hold of that. It's got extra oomph on it to go forward since it's rolling at him when he hits it. That's a good tackle for number 7. Now just let it go through. Diego here again with the ball. Just a misconnection. Guy ran inside. He put the ball outside. They got to keep their head up here.
Yeah. You can tell they're getting a little down. There's our Connally coaches, players looking on. But I do think this second part of the first half, Westview's done a better job of controlling and being down on this end. They just haven't had any luck getting it in. Absolutely.
Dessau had some good combinations early, as they're going to look to continue to do. But Dessau has been playing the ball through the middle the last number of minutes to try to go forward, and Westview's got it really clogged up in there, and they've been able to win the ball and transition back. Everything really right now has been in the center of the field, and neither team is really getting it as wide as what they probably could, and it's hard for them to do so. Also, here at Connally, with our new turf that we're getting to see here today, it's a little wider than it was before, and definitely probably a little wider than the fields that they're used to. So they're used to the spacing on the field between each other. As Dessau makes a break here, is he going to take the left-footed shot? What a great tackle to block the shot.
Let's see that.
That's number 18. The block.
Shabir.
But back to what I was saying, a lot of the fields they play on are smaller grass fields, and you get used to how close you are, and you don't always realize how much field you have off to the side. So hopefully the team that can figure it out can exploit that space.
Yeah. Well, and I find that in middle school sports anyway. Well, more so for basketball, we try to spread the floor, and they want to be in the middle, the middle of the court. And you're like, no, get wider. That's how all the defense is right there in the middle. So it's the same concept, like spread it out some, take it up the sideline.
All right, well, we got about 7 minutes left in the half, and see both teams right now are probably experiencing a little bit of fatigue.
I've noticed that. I've seen a couple hands on the knees. I think, like in the last game, they're just playing hard, and they both are wanting to go for the win. Nice rivalry match. They get to play it here, and they want that win, so they're going a little bit harder than they probably normally go.
Oh, and absolutely, they should be going for it. Doesn't matter what level you're at. These last 5 minutes before the end of the half, that's where mistakes can happen. Teams are tired. A lot of goals at all levels happen in those last couple minutes. It's who wants it more and who's got the mental presence to make something happen when they're tired. Right now, number 10 for Dessau plays in 12. Oh, it's a good defensive tackle, but he's going to hit the shot. Good first-time shot to get it off.
Johnny.
But a good save. Oh, no. Keeper needed to take a breath before he hit that ball out, but it works out for him. Right there was one of those opportunities, just right there from Westview. They have a break, and there are players running away from him, and you're so tempted to hit that ball and hope that he can catch it. But all of Westview's opportunities came, instead of playing that ball, playing it short first.
And Johnny with the second shot at goal right there.
Yeah, that was a great break and a good defensive block. If that ball gets through, he's got a player on the back post that's going to slot it home. But we got a quarter kick down here for Dessau. We haven't had too many corner kicks so far this game. We've had a couple. We had one the other way. Really interesting to see how both teams line up for this. Again, on these, Westview has the height advantage. It'll be interesting to see
Diego
who can
taking
go to
the
the ball.
kick. And Westview's Diego heading it out.
Again, a little bit of rush on the punt.
Yeah.
Comes right to a Dessau player. Right there, I would be coaching up my goalkeepers to be putting that ball out towards the edges rather than right up the middle.
Gotcha.
I like to tell them, aim outside of the numbers. It's nice on the football field that we have all these like little geographic reference points.
Right.
Hit it over there. Where is over there? The other side of those numbers. Okay, there we go.
And there's Diego to get it out. And that's Oliver to knock it out.
He was frustrated that it didn't necessarily go where he wanted it to go. He lost possession, but it was a good header right when it needed to, and to play it out of bounds.
And there's Diego with control.
There's good combination play there. And I love that first time ball in. Might just fall for him. He keeps possession. Keeper's out of position. Cross coming in. Oh, that's a good defensive play away there by Dessau. But Westview wins it back. They're keeping the pressure on. Good combination play around the top of the box, and they hit a shot. Just wide. But that's more of what we need to see there. Those passes, Westview have been able to put together and to find chances. I think they need maybe one more pass, though, to get him into the box before they take their shot.
Yeah.
Good long ball out to the runner. But Westview gets back, takes advantage of the touch.
Shabir, Samuel, and Josiah were all in a foot race to get there.
Just a little slip there. It'd be interesting to see what the coaches would be telling their boys right now with 2.5 minutes left. Does Dessau want to push it here and try and get one before half? Or are they going to try and get to half with the 3-0 lead? And can Westview grab one before the half to lift their spirits, change that halftime talk a little bit? Dessau player not following his run there. Westview with the break. Good patience. Get your player in the middle. He finds another runner up top. Just cut out. What you can't do right now is Westview's give up one
right here
in the last minute. Yeah, they really got to stay focused and locked in for this last minute. Looks like
that's what I was thinking. Dessau was putting on the charge right there. They see that Westview is kind of like, well,
they just can't let their head drops here. They got to stay focused. Again, with the height advantage here, you would give them the odds on that they're going to get ahead on this first, but you never know what's going to happen. See how well they execute it, how well they follow the runs. Short ball in. Oh, a save off the line. That was a great defensive play.
And
they're on the break. Number 5 with some good speed there.
Norland pushing it up.
Good combination play here. 6 seeds it in. Oh, he's going to get a header on it. Oh, what a defensive header away by number 4 from Dessau. He really needed to be there when he did. We got 24 seconds left. Can Westview get a corner in? They have the height advantage here. They need players in the box. And here it comes. Last kick of the half. Header goes up. Can they find a shot? 3 seconds left. Oh, man, that's a hard-fought half.
Yep. I like that they didn't give up like we thought. That we saw them starting to slump, that they were able to keep that momentum up a little bit more before the half.
Absolutely, and that's what you want as a coach. Obviously, you would rather have had those 2 shots that hit the post go in, but that's what you're going to talk about in your team talk. You got to get them to look past what the score is and how well they actually played in this half, because I don't think that the score truly indicates how close this half really was. Yeah. Dessau definitely had that early half momentum and put together some great goals. But as the Westview team, this could easily be a 1-goal game.
Yeah, I think you're right. We got a couple of replays here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, this is from the girls' game. Yeah, this is.
But they were great goals, so we need to see them as much as we possibly can.
That's right. Let's see. Oh, that was a nice header leading Jesmiel to the.
This was the banger.
Yeah, the banger
from the girls' game, and she really waits for that to set up for her, and toe down, send it in great, and then here's the icer there. It's a great ball to her, and to trust your teammate who makes it her first touch.
Yep. Here comes Dessau's. The boys. Oh, that was that first one. It was that bounce that got him.
Yeah, he hit that early. You're right. It just hits before him. He doesn't quite judge it so great. Gets over him. But this goal is something that he's gonna want to post on his Instagram. This is a highlight reel type of goal where he freezes the defense and then gets the keeper to. You can see him shift the goalkeeper, thinking he's going near post, and then goes back post. That really is a fantastic individual goal there.
Yeah.
And then this.
That was him again with that right foot.
Yeah, this is a great play to play him in. That's one of those plays where they play the ball wide. The runner's running through. They find him behind the defense. The defense has to look one way. They don't see the defender or the attacking player coming through the middle.
Yeah, you almost didn't even see him touch it. It was just so smooth. It was where, you have to be looking to see that he got that last touch on it to just guide it in there.
And earlier when you asked about, what is when you see a player who thinks that they're at this position, whether they're a forward or defender or whatever. Number 7 there on those 2 goals showed the kind of things where, you might not be a goalkeeper. Those are the goal scoring type skills that he showed there that are really hard for everybody to train.
Yeah.
Especially that last one there, the Ball's coming in across him, taps it, one touch, right where it needs to go. It really doesn't matter where it goes as long as it's not right at the keeper. It's coming in so fast, the keeper's frozen. It can go, as long as it's on frame, it's in the goal. And that's kind of instincts that you can't always teach that some players just have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So we got the team talks going on here. Be interesting to see what Coach Molina is telling the boys here. They need to continue to do what they're doing. You would want to say for them, they need to continue what they were doing in the first part of the half and keep the ball a little bit better and
in their possession.
And here's the Westview
Coach
crew.
Alvarez trying to probably pick up those heads. Looking at the bench, they look a little down. But
these first couple minutes of the half, kind of like the end of the half there, they need to really start this half with the water break that they had, the rest that they had, any changes that they're going to make. Let's see what they can get early in this half. I remember watching one of these epic rivalry games over at Westview a number of years ago, and in that game, it was 5-0 Westview at the end of the first half, and the game ended up 5-5. Dessau came back and scored 5. It was a really windy night, so we had an extra player on the field, being the Central Texas Winds in that game. But anything can happen. It only takes a second to score a goal, so hopefully Westview here can get one early and turn this thing around.
Yeah, definitely come in with a little bit of fire to get the momentum going in their direction. But it looks like Dessau's taking control over the ball.
Then this is what they were doing in the first half and what they need to get back to. But they lose it there on a defender tries to do one too many touches, gives up possession. But then Westview can't quite connect the pass, but they stop the break and have a chance here to get a shot off. And he's going to put it wide. Is he going to get there? Good hustle and good activity, and then he puts it in left-footed. Oh, just adjudged to have ran over the line there.
That was effort to get there. I didn't think he was going to quite make it.
And he did a really good job of saving the ball with one foot and then trying to use the other one to cross it there. Two-footedness, oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how important that is the next level. If you have it, it's worth its weight in gold. Yeah,
we definitely try to remind the kids that, at the middle school level, fields in half. You do it on the right side, you do it with your left side. The court's in half, you do it on the right side, you do it on the left side. It's those things. Try to at least put the seed so they know, okay, I need to start looking this direction.
Oh, Westview there put the ball into the box. He might have had a cleat come across his ankle as he tried to get that ball in. He's feeling some pain right now.
I think that's Casciuto.
That ball almost got past the defender, and they would have had a really good opportunity to score there. He did great to get that ball in. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Well, the coaches are out. The trainer's a little slow moving to get there. Oh, and here we go. We take another look at it right here.
Comes across. Yeah, that defender had to make that tackle or had to get there. Ball was already gone. It's hard to say that would be a foul because it allowed for the ball to get away, and if the next defender doesn't make the stop, they're going to score. that's just good hard play all around from both sides.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed in the girls' game is pretty physical, but over here on this sideline, Renata made a decent attack of the ball, just slid in, and it wasn't a foul because she actually made contact with the ball and got there way before the offensive player was getting there. And it's just, it's bad luck because there's just a lot of kicking and shins and feet in the way sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't run into somebody, you're not trying hard enough.
Right.
So we've got a corner kick coming up here. It's a nice, good start to the half for Westview. They're down here most of the time. They've had a ball or two into the box, and a corner comes in here. Doesn't quite get there. Can they get a cross in?
Connally.
We combine. Oh, he beats his defender. Gets a good ball in. There's a chance to shoot. Oh, that is so close, and that is really pretty soccer there from Westview. Good first time effort. Just didn't quite drop for him. It had the curl on it. That's what you would coach your players to do.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he told him at halftime. I want to see this happen.
Now Dessau is trying to go short from their goal kick again, and Westview does a good job to press it, and they're going to keep it in their attacking third here. See if they can't win the ball again and turn something into attack. Dessau here needs to find a way to dig it out. They've not had much of the possession or anything go their way other than a couple of defensive stops here.
Yeah, I agree. Westview's doing a decent job of pressing and getting it on keeping it on this half of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Based on the way Dessau played in the first half, you'd imagine that's what they were going to do in this half. And, with the 3-goal lead, you want to keep the ball as much as possible. It just hasn't quite happened for them yet, but they have a chance here to break a runner. The pass doesn't quite get there. And we had an unlucky handball there. The ball popped up through the player, caught him off guard. And here, especially in high school, this is one of those opportunities that don't seem that dangerous, but these near midfield free kicks, you get an opportunity to move the heavy artillery, your taller players in there towards the box. And if you've got a player who's got the leg that can get it in there, this is where a lot of high school games are decided, in these kind of plays here. And it's a good ball in there.
He's got the leg. Diego just wasn't able to get his head on it there. But yeah, you called it just what they did, what you predicted that you wanted to see.
Yeah, that's what you get there. These midfield free kicks can be worth their weight in gold. I know I've lost more than my fair share of games on plays like that, and they just drive you so nuts. It's like, why did we need to foul that guy? Or on that particular play, it was a seemingly innocuous handball. It's like that could turn a game. That's those momentum changers you don't always see coming. Number 7 from Dessau, good takedown. He's being patient there, waiting for his teammate. And number 5 there, equally patient to find a midfielder. That pass just got cut out from his own player. I think he had a player streaking down towards the edge. And number 11 with a shot from outside the box. And that's really the first threat that Dessau's put together in this half. And that's the kind of punt we need out of our goalkeeper.
Yeah,
he
woke up.
How is he going to get there? Those are two
Norland
great
across the field.
And there's a shot. Oh. And we got a player
There
down
it is,
momentarily.
across Norland across to Samuel. And
That was great work from the defense to throw him off his shot there.
yeah, like he almost like rushed. He didn't get a chance to take a clean shot. There's another look at it.
So that's one thing that we could say for the Dessau boys in this half, and in the last half. They had their first 3 goals, but defensively they've been incredibly stout. They've forced a lot of chances from Westview to come from outside, and those last-ditch headers and those last-ditch tackles. They've got there, and they've made it really, really hard for Westview to put much together, even though Westview's had so much more of the ball this half. It'd be interesting to see what happens in this next minute or two. You can kind of feel that Dessau's starting to find their groove again.
Yeah, they're definitely they're wanting to press it down, but they really haven't had as many opportunities. Way to get it stuck in the bleachers.
This is one of the other things you would tell your team with the 3-goal lead here. The more the ball is out of bounds, the less it's in our goal. So
yeah, makes sense.
Now we're looking for those the talents of our ball boys to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, I mean you're using clock. That's the difference between soccer and basketball. That clock's running, so definitely use that to your advantage and keep it in the bleachers.
I've always been jealous timeouts that you guys get.
Yeah.
Not just the ones that you get to call, but the clock stops a lot.
A lot.
You can say some things there, and you can put a new player in. The ball's either going to go in the basket or it's going to go out of bounds, and you get all those chances. And there's some times where you really need to make a substitute as a coach, and you want to get this player on, and you just have to wait for that opportunity. And the ball's got to go out of bounds, and not only does it have to go out of bounds, but it has to be one that you can actually sub on. It's got to be your possession. That was a good shot from outside. And you can have a player waiting for 5 minutes sometimes to get on the field. While I'm talking, number 10 with a good free kick from outside the box. Almost has the leg to beat the goalkeeper there. Not quite. Got header competition going on in midfield there. Both teams up to the challenge. Oh, that's a great ball over the top. It's going to be dangerous if he can catch it. Beats his first man. Finds his number 12 at the top of the box. Westview header away. Oh, and he goes for a spectacular acrobatic kick. Didn't quite come off. And let's see how Dessau controls the ball here. They're going to go back to their own keeper, and they're going to make Westview run a little bit here.
Now it looks like they're using the whole field, trying to spread it out, not going to the middle as much as they were earlier.
Absolutely. You have that 3-goal lead. You can lean on them a little bit. Just can't make a mistake. But we've got a break here. 2 Westview runners. He's got your friend. Oh, he just quite gave up on it. Got away from him there. But they win it back, and they have numbers forward. This is the opportunity where they can really put some together. They got to find each other here. Westview there didn't quite want to get rid of it. He hadn't had much of the ball in the last couple minutes. Looks like he wants to try and impose his will.
Yeah.
There. Didn't want to combine. Oh, swing and whiff there. That's lucky that his teammate was behind him and not somebody else.
You know, I saw it once or twice, maybe in the B team game, once in the girls, but I've been pretty impressed with their ball handling skills. There hasn't been that many whiffs in tonight's games.
Oh, number 7 with the chip to the back post. Kind of hard to tell if that was a cross or a shot. Probably caught his teammate off guard too. It was a really good idea. But Dessau's tightening the screws here. See if they can't.
Yeah, they're pushing, trying to get one more. Here, and it's like that momentum's changing again. That second half of the second, you know, there's that ebb and flow that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Westview not to get one at the beginning of that half. They're, regardless of how much you're going to tell them not to give up at this point, it's hard to not keep that worry that we're not going to be able to find one here. They need to keep their belief, keep their head up here.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of time. They can't give up one while we're down here. We got to throw in. Number 6 finds it. He's going to spread the ball out. That's what you would want. That's what I would tell my boys to do there too. Way to keep possession and hold the ball here. Now, there's some interesting touches there, though. Now, defensively, though, he went and made up for it. But, man, those passes were a little bit lax. 50-50 challenge coming up here. The number 11 was good to it. Oh, and he chips the ball through. Number 10 takes it back on his right foot. Oh, what a great save from the goalkeeper, and way to not move too early.
Yeah,
he had the whole goal to aim at there, and
he definitely sat back on it and waited.
That was a really great pass to create that opportunity. You'd imagine he'll probably let him know about it after the game. That should have been my assist, teammate. Diego there with a hard shot from out wide. Goalkeeper was not bothered by it.
No.
Visibly trying to let him know.
You know,
wow, he really wants it. He's then comes back and wins it at midfield.
And the best part about that, you know, they're battling Diego and, you know, trying to take these shots on goal, and the goalkeeper holding his own. You know, potentially next year they're teammates. You know,
Absolutely.
They can have bragging rights, but in the grand scheme of things, they're going to be on the same team, and they're going to be playing for bigger things than the Westview Dessau rivalry.
Well, they'll be taking, you know, you hope that those two are going to be saving and stopping a number of each other's shot opportunities and practices, and they'll have an opportunity to make each other better. That was a good step over, and he just couldn't quite get that ball to cut back across his body. He had the front post to aim at there, but it just got away from him, sliced it a little bit. It's hard to continue to get that solid connection on it when you've ran as hard as he has this game. He's definitely putting everything on the line.
Yeah, for sure. He's been just on both sides of the field, just going.
So here we are with Dessau trying to possess out of the back again. And this is really what you want them to do, but they have to be calm and locked in, or else giveaways happen. Like that one did there, just couldn't quite find his teammate. That's good patience from number 7 there. He's had a great game today.
That's Diego Segura.
His older brother is a graduating senior who was an all-district player who just will be graduating. That was great feat from number 7 there. Maybe could have had a call there for a free kick at the top of the box, but he did get his shot off. And Westview pushing it up the field fast, just quite gets away from him. You would hope that he could continue to chase the ball back there, but he maybe took a knock. He gets another opportunity. Now we're definitely going to be getting some tired legs these next couple moments.
Yeah, these last 10 minutes, it's basically running 60 minutes straight.
Absolutely, and it really seems like a good number of these players haven't come off the field. Both coaches really going for it. These main players have definitely logged some miles today. It was good over the top ball there that's forced a corner. Oh, what a save.
Oh!
What a great scissor kick finish there to put the ball away and possibly the game. We had a dangerous corner, deflected out, but the ball goes back into the box.
There it is.
And that looks like a hat trick. 3 goals for number 7 from Dessau. Let's take another kick. That's so hard to keep down there. He did a great job to kick down on the ball as it's falling to make sure that it doesn't go over the goal. Goalkeeper doesn't have a chance.
Well,
we got a 4-0 game.
That's Mr. Segura there. So brother going out, you've got the younger brother coming in to take his spot, sounds like.
We can only hope. This is a good reaction from Westview. They're right down the field and they're fighting for everything they can get in this game. Here comes Segura again. Good ball out to his teammate. And we're going to have another corner. He had a runner on the back post there. But maybe you help him. Hope he pulls that thing back and lets some more help come forward. Everybody wants to score.
Oh yeah. That's the part, you know.
And one more time.
You know, he had a great save and then it came right back and it was enough for Segura to get one in, so.
Yeah, That position is so hard. Oh, and he almost gets on a header there too. It's deflected away.
You know, and we try to tell our girls too, you know, like, yeah, it's a hard position to play, but, you know, you saw him hang his head a little bit, and it's hard to remind them, like, hey, they had to go through 10 other players before they got there, you know, and, you know, you're doing your part. You're just the last one it passed. Can't carry it all on his shoulders.
We've got another corner here. Be interesting to see, Coach Molina, what he tells his boys here. Is he going to send up all of his defenders and try to get one more, or is he going to play a little safer and keep some guys back? Westview has shown that pace on the counter. Ball's coming in. Good header away. And we're on the break. Can he find he's got a runner. He needs to let it go. Now, number 4 defensively has been everywhere.
Lourdes, yeah.
For Dessau, he's made some great tackles, and if that ball gets by him there, Westview he's in on goal. Good move, good pass to the middle. Oh, unlucky. Kind of a little bit tired pass there.
Well,
it's to be expected. There's been a lot of running.
Like you said, in the last 10 minutes, we'd see some of those tired legs, and that definitely was one of those.
Connally coaching staff with the hot hands there.
They're like, they don't want to see the ball out of bounds. They want to see some soccer.
That's right. But everybody wants to touch the ball. And there's a shot. Keeper gets a save on it, almost spills it. Oh, but he got back up. Way to cover it up. You definitely don't want to give that one up in the last minutes of the game.
There you go.
Ball breaks forward. Can't quite connect. Goalkeeper showing some sportsmanship there.
I like to see the sportsmanship.
As do I. You have these rivalry games, and everybody wants to win. But, what a good combination. He's got a chance to finish. Oh, and he just puts it wide.
Boy, all these close calls, it would almost be a tie game, right? 4-4 or 3 that they've missed on.
I think you're absolutely right. And, you know, regardless of what the final score in this game comes to, that's what you got to say, honestly, from both coaching staffs. For Dessau, you would say, hey guys, I know this is a big win, but you know it could have been a lot closer, and we need to do better. And for Westview, it's the opposite.
For Westview, you want to tell them.
Yeah, you know, the score is what it is, but it could have been a whole lot closer. The boys really played and are playing fantastic tonight, and you would tell them, you know, we've got another game in the season, and if you play like that, then we can really do something later. Sorry, I was a little distracted from the the little antics that we had here on the sidelines. We were talking about sportsmanship, and we want to keep that up.
Absolutely. I saw that. Hopefully that was...
Let a flick on there. Number 6 for Westview is hurt. He's not going to be able to help out on this defensive play. There's Segura. Oh, and he hits such a rocket of a shot. That was a great save from the keeper. And they managed to get it away. And we've got the injury going off here as we get to see another replay of that shot and that save.
Yeah, a Don going off with, looks like a little hamstring pull there.
And we hope he's okay. Ball took a deflection there.
And you were right there. I mean, Dessau is not holding back. They're still attacking. And Westview's, this is where they have to, hold strong and not let them get another one in.
That's good competition there on the sidelines between the boys. Ball breaks. Number 9 puts a cross in. Cleared away.
There's Diego.
And he is
looking for Samuel. Samuel's
going to be far offsides there. Got a little bit too excited. It's hard not to want to play him that ball, but he's got to look at something other than the ball on his run there. That's unfortunate.
Like you said, they're ready. They don't want to have a 0 on the board. They're looking, where can I get an attack? Where can I score?
Yeah, absolutely. And that was just kind of, unfortunately, going forward, Westview's night tonight, they were so close so many times to really putting something together here. And it wasn't the post denying them. It was some really strong defensive efforts. But Westview plays as hard as they can to the very end. This was a really well-played, hard-fought game.
Yeah. Yep. So that's going to do it for the last game of the night. All right, that's going to do it for the last game of the night. Right there, Dessau Diamondbacks 4, Westview Wildcats 0. We had a great night of softball. The rain stayed away long enough for us. We had Westview with 2 wins and Dessau with 1 win tonight. So
yeah, it's exciting. Both schools can take something home tonight.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow in the hallways, and it's a great rivalry match. It's great to see both teams have some success, and thank God the rain stayed away from us. We got to have some really nice fall feeling soccer. We don't get this kind of weather this often out here in these types of games. So
yeah, definitely. This morning we didn't know if it was going to happen. I don't know how many times I heard, is the game still on? So thank goodness the rain stayed away. We were able to do it. Thank you for hosting us and providing the field, the workers, and all the things that happens, and all the things to make a game happen here. So we appreciate you hosting us. We're looking forward, again, and the other opportunities we have to get together and collaborate on that aspect.
Well, this is going to be a yearly event. We're going to do it every time that we absolutely can. And thank you so much for raising these kids up and sending it to us to continue them on.
Absolutely. We want to give a big shout out to Trompo Network, and thank you for supporting our endeavors and our children and all the things that you do to make this possible and bring out your time and effort to come and support our kids. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks so much for our community. We really appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.